education functionally financed.
Chair, because I see these are the same errors that can be traced back to FIF when they were doing, because presentation of financial statement should be something. Governor, let me just ask a basic question. Do you have faith in the capacity and ability of your officers? Because looking at presentation and disclosure of financial statements, misstatement, and provision of documentation, do you have faith in the ability and capacity of your staff? Because you can see these small things, we should be discussing better things, as you have said. Do you have faith so that we don't waste a lot of time with the staff that work for you?
I have faith in them, but I also have faith in continuous improvement. So we have to continuously build and improve the capacity of our staff.
So if I ask you, with errors like the human error our brother talked about, presentation of disclosure, misstatement, are you willing to take administrative action against these officers for omitting basic errors?
Yes.
Okay. I think the committee can take it from there.
I think, honorable members, we, as I said earlier, we have had this problem with not just this fund, we have had it with the FIF and even the other funds. And Governor, you promised that you are going to do an improvement. And CEC you also promised us. So I think we do not want a repeat of this in the next engagement we are going to have for 2024-2025. Otherwise, the committee is still left to the decision to make as to what they are going to do to the accountants involved.
Maybe, Chair, in addition, would the governor be kind enough to report back on the administrative action he has taken against the said officers before you do your report writing, so that when it comes to the floor and some of us read who are friends of the committee, we can be easier to have the last view of the action that the committee will take. Thank you.
In the previous engagement we had for Nandi, I think we gave them an opportunity to go and reorganize the team in the finance, and that reorganization, I think we give them a chance to prove, so that in the next financial year 2024-2025, if this recurs, then we will know that very little was done, and someone will face an administrative process. Mark?
Yeah, maybe to further improve on management and to deal with the misstatements. The query on misstatement refers to Excel cash book, so maybe if they're automated and we're able to use a software, some of these challenges will be addressed. Thank you, Chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason I'm asking that is the governor area senator would be able to track on what we had discussed before this committee. Thank you.
Well, administrative action, you know, many people think that administrative action is a punishment. It can also be training, it can also be reorganization. So I think in our interim recommendations, we can highlight that so that the governor can maybe in 30 days you can tell us what administrative action you have taken.
You know, Chair,
administrative action is not necessarily punishment.
No. Chair, some of us who this law, we beg to differ with you. Administrative on a lighter note, it does not mean retraining on capacity building. It is taking the disciplinary action against the same member, and that is why even in our parliamentary powers and privileges, the administrative action that can be taken against the member is to apologize, to be punished, to withdraw, to be fined. So, Chair, the retooling and retraining does not capture, because the interpretation of administrative action in labor courts has been litigated on. But just that is for discussion, the terms of the interpretation of what administrative action is.
Oh, okay, let me rephrase it and say this. Let me rephrase it so that we don't appear like we are contradicting what we had said earlier. We said earlier that we will allow the finance department under the governor to reorganize himself through training or through getting the relevant qualified people to handle some of these assignments. And then they come back to us in writing about what they have done. I do not want to go into the aspect of administrative action because we have said the committee is going to make a decision on the issue of the accountants and section 62. Yeah, so I don't want to preempt what the committee is going to say.
I don't want to defy your ruling, but you know you are a very good neighbor.
Yeah.
Vihiga is neighboring Nandi. When you use the word that they might be unqualified people in office, I get worried, and you know my people are well learned. In fact, among our subtribe, our community leads in most of the brilliant professionals. So I take an exception when you say, unless the governor confirms otherwise, to say they could be unqualified people in office, and therefore you are giving the chance CEC to get the qualified people. Maybe, Governor, you need to protect our county. You are leaving our county people to imagine that we have unqualified people in office.
But through you, Chair, the reason why the Chair is talking like that, Senator Cherargei, is because there are many errors in the report, in the financial report. There are many errors. So these errors should not be coming. That's why the governor is talking like that. So the governor, if they are all that qualified, then where are the errors coming from, Cherargei?
So maybe, thank you, Senator Gavindo, through you, Chair, with the indulgence, can the governor confirm? Because do we have unqualified people in these offices, Governor? No, Chair, that is a very serious statement because the jury is outside there. Because your words are so serious and it goes to answer. That you have directed the CCM to go and reorganize and get qualified people. So the reverse of that statement is the unqualified people that are committing these errors.
You see, as we have seen, you remember in the other report we did,
yes,
when we asked who is the accountant who signed, most of them were qualified ISPAC members.
Yes,
qualified. But in the previous presentation by CEC, he indicated that they have a shortage. So they will try to see how to manage the few people they have and see how they can be reorganized so that we do not have these issues happening.
So we agree with you, Chair, in my own interpretation, that these errors that we have seen in both FIF and Education Bursary Fund are professional misconduct because we have people who are qualified in office. They were just derelict their duty. And I'm happy the governor has said he will take administrative action. And then the committee will also give direction on that matter. The governor has been on record. But for the purposes, we have so many qualified people from my county.
Let's leave it there because we have said we are going to make a decision.
But I can see the governor wants to say something.
Oh, come
Don't block Chair, the Senator of Nandi has made, I rarely agree with him, but he has made a good defense of the county. So, and our...
For once the governor is smiling.
So I agree, we have qualified people. I think, as I have indicated, administrative action includes what you said as Chair, but also what Senator Chimera and Senator Cherargei have said. So we are properly guided, Chair.
Okay, let's proceed to the next query. Unsupported committee seating allowance. Auditor.
Thank you, Chair. Unsupported committee seating allowances. The statement of financial performance reflects use of